so important for all landscapers once you've finished, and you've got to choose your time very, very carefully to clean off. And we got this petrol pressure washer, and after every job and during the job as well, because these people got to live here, you know, and you've got to show a bit of respect and make sure everything's left nice and tidy, clean, even cleaner than when you started. That's the point. You've really got to do it. So we're going to crack on now, because apparently there's some snow coming in. Boys, you're on camera now. You'll be on YouTube tonight. Look, you're on YouTube tonight. No, this is our favourite place now at the moment. We've been in here in the past many times, and we've come in and we have a decent breakfast. It's not about having a fried breakfast, but it's good food, it's hot, and they're very receptive here. In fact, Josh has got a date. Yeah, we've had good service, so we've had a good breakfast, nice and hot, and nice guys to come in. They show a lot of interest, but I guarantee when we go, they say, "Who the hell's that?" Right, just a quick continuation from where you was yesterday. We've put the post in now, it's concrete over nice. We've got a slab over the top now, okay, we've got the concrete low enough, but what we're doing, we're putting the boards on. What I tend to do, we haven't got the nail gun here today. Somebody's going to say, well, I'll use a nail gun. What I'm actually using here is I'm putting the board on like this. It's a bit of a guesstimation. This comes with experience. We're putting the boards on now, and what I'll do, I'll go every 2 or every 3, and normally I'm
correct. It's so important just to check that they're looking for us. So check that one now. They are absolutely perfect. Just a little bit out. Now I've got idea. I've put one at the bottom. If you look at this now, get the next board down again. And when it's wet like this, it's important. Just you need to move on a little bit. So I'll explain something else instead when you look at the fence. Normally, in these situations, I'll have that normally you have a feather edge fence, you have the rails on this side, but what we try to do here, we try to keep the fence back a little bit, because otherwise, with the concrete around the post and the rails, you're going to be 6 inches, 7, 8 inches off. It's going to eat into their patio area. So what we've done now, we've introduced the posts
on this side of the fence, and that allows us, and what we do, we're actually creating like a panel all the way through it. It just looks a little bit more ornamental, I suppose. Once I've got these feather edge boards in, we've got the rock board on the bottom, the 4-inch by 1-inch rock board, that's along the bottom. We'll put the boards on, and then we'll put the final rail along the top after, because we know we're going to be right there. Feather edge fencing, and I've seen a few videos that I've brought you, but the most important thing for me with feather edge fencing, to maintain its integrity, 4-inch by 4-inch post. It's going to last longer than the 3-inch by 3-inch. Fence come together. We put the post in yesterday, 4x4s, just a quick recap, 4x4-inch post, 3-inch by 2-inch rails, okay, and we've got 4 of them. And the reason we've got 4, one carries the top, so we can tie the end in. I never have a 6-inch gap like some people do, because the boards bend, so that's going to maintain its integrity. So that takes the top, this takes the middle, and obviously this takes the bottom. But then the 4th rail carries the 4-inch by 1-inch rock board, hence the name rock board. The reason it's called.
If you put one in, because what you don't want is all the end grain of the feather edge boards rotting because it's on the ground. So we put a 4-inch rock board in, so you don't have to change anything. You can just change that. And if you look, make them screwed in. Okay, not now, not with the nail gun. Get out, got more easier.
Not a very nice day today. To be honest, I preferred if it was snowing, and it's like freezing, sleety rain. They think there's going to be some snow coming in later on, but I don't really care. But the thing is about this country is, as soon as we have any snow, it just grinds to a halt, because they don't facilitate any equipment going out. They do, but we don't have a lot of snow, so they ain't going to invest their money in that. But everybody's out running around getting bread, getting milk, you know, it's the same old thing. But come back now to pick up some materials from the house. And I've left the guys there now, and what they're going to do this afternoon, it's raining. You're always limited to what you can actually do. You can't, some paving you can't do in the wet, and you can't lay any bricks in the wet unless you cover up. We have awnings sometimes, and we'll cover up an area and we'll plod on, but as long as we keep the material, it's good to keep the materials dry, because it does reflect in the work. When you look back at it in bad conditions, you've got to keep the materials nice and clean and keep it tidy. But we're coming back now, going to pick up some materials now, and then what I'm going to do, I'm going to allow the guys to push on this afternoon by clearing a border out and digging some soil over. And there's ways of working clean.
You go there, Johnny.
Licorice all sorts. Not a sweet eater really, but it's just the fact that, I don't know, somebody bought them for Christmas now. Hang on. Wet day. Cold. Tired. Just do the laugh. We want to explain to the viewers what we're laughing about. I'm not going to repeat it. Go on. What do you want? Go. We ain't going to discuss what you were just talking about, but basically, Josh supposed to have come back just to drop me off, and he hasn't. He's come in, he's eaten licorice all sorts.
Had a cup of tea.
He's had a cup of tea.
Licked at videos.
Licked the video.
Licked at videos.
I don't know what sort of video that is, and he's been playing with the dog. That sounds awful. Licked up videos and playing with the dog.
And then I left, came back 30 seconds later.
Don't say it.
What John was already doing.
Oh, we're going. This is my garden, and got to change the lawn. We've been here for 12 years now. Typical landscaper where I haven't had time to do my own stuff, but you can see we've had many good time in this garden, and where the chairs and tables in the corner, that overlooks the rivers. We've had some good barbecues, and we've had lots of nice people around, and we're going to be having some more. But it's nice to be home early. It's funny really, you know, I love working out in the wet, but I also like sometimes coming back nice and early, and I like a cat nap, I do, and have 5 minutes, and I've been able to do it today. Oh, here it comes, a cup of tea. Oh no, it's not a cup of tea, look at this. Oh, thank you. Look, I always talk about healthy eating, yogurt and fruit. That's what I was talking about, is that with every good landscape company, there's usually a good woman behind the landscape, because those girls understand how us landscapers work. We work hard. We're entrepreneurial. We're motivated. And whatever our motivation was initially, whether it was about money, whether it was about keeping yourself employed, keeping a roof over your head, feeding those kids, you know who you are. And I'm going to eat that in a sec. Really, because I've had a real positive response lately on the vlogs, and no one's bitching about it. They say they like it, and if somebody wants to bitch about it, that's absolutely fine. If they want to complain, maybe bitching's a bit sort of hard, that's fine, no problem at all, you know. And I'm not perfect, I make mistakes, and like I said before, I'm here to be challenged, so challenge me, you know. And if there's any help you can offer me, I'll take it on board, and I will, you know. It's always a bit of a difficult time of the year with this rain sometimes, but fortunately at the moment we're able to do the job in wet weather. You know, that's not a problem in this case. Things do get a bit muddy, and you want to make sure that your client hasn't has any concerns about the mess you're leaving around. Sometimes that can be consuming, is when you're cleaning up all the time. You don't want to be doing that, you know, so try and work clean, it's important. For us at Green Top Landscapes, what we tend to do is that when we're doing decking systems or fencing, we like to screw the wood and fix it together. We don't like using the nails if we can help it, because there's nothing worse when you have to adjust something, when you have that meandering decked area and you want to pull those nails out, and it's a nightmare. So the best thing to do is to screw it, and it makes a massive difference. The other things about using drills is that when you're working in this weather conditions, even in the summer it can rain, you've got to try and keep those drills nice and dry, because what's going to happen is they're going to get wet and they're going to get damaged as a result of it. And unfortunately, that's the nature of the beast. And that's why I get through lots of drills because we're out in the wet, and no matter how much you try and cover them, you put sheets under them, they're going to get damp. That's why I don't like leaving clothes in the back of the van, because it causes a lot of condensation. You've got to try and keep it dry. And unfortunately, this time of year when we have frosty conditions, those transit vans, they do drip a little bit when the condensation builds up. The other thing about motivation, I love working for myself, and not that I don't like to be told anything. I can be told, it's no problem at all, but the fact is, it's just me and the client that I have to answer to. Myself I have to answer to. I look at myself and I think, yeah, am I doing the right thing? Yeah, I am doing the right thing. Look at this again. That good woman's behind me. She keeps interfering because she wants to show you guys how well she looks after me. Tea and healthy food, fantastic. We're going to be starting a new project soon next week, and we're going to be laying probably the Indian sandstone again for a client not far away from us. And it's not a huge patio, but there's a possibility if we get things right that we're going to be moving into other areas of the garden, possibly raised bed, trellis work. And when the trellis works comes in, we have to start talking about plants and what types of plants that we're going to be using in the garden. It's great to have a great knowledge of plants, you know, and when I went to, I studied at Pershore in 2004, I was a late learner, but then I was keen, I was hungry for it, I was prepared for it, and it came right for me, because at school I wanted to get out, get from it, and I want to get out in the world and start doing it. But the good thing about going to college is that it formalises things, it structures things, and it opens a whole new world. It's fantastic. Time management is so important, and certainly working in inclement weather conditions is that what you're going to find is that you're going to be making a bit of a mess. So it's important to try and work as cleanly as possible, so your time isn't consumed of cleaning things up every day. And I'll tell you now, the clients don't like it. I don't like it because it takes all the mud in the van and what have you. So try and work clean, try and quarantine areas if you can. It's so important. Just got some logs in for the fire because it's gone cold now. It's getting absolutely freezing. They're expecting a bit of snow tonight, and this is a lot of my green stuff that should be ready for next year. There's a bit of ash on it, and the reason I say it'll be ready next year because a lot of my wood actually comes out the river, and it's already seasoned. It's wood that gets dragged down. I get heaps of it, literally heaps of it. I have got a video out there where I've actually collected it by the bridge there. It builds up. I pull it in with a rope and I cut it up, and it's just river wet. So we do move it around. I use it in one area, and then I bring it round to here. This will be used in about 8 or 9 months' time. So I'm building that up nicely, and I'm going in. It's cold.